Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Luminess. We are here and going live and doing a live demo. I know you guys are used to seeing Heather here, but she is out of town doing a shoot. And so I'm here. I'm here to do a live demo to go over some summer looks. Look, we're getting close to Easter. This is Easter week. And so it's time to bring out that summer look. It's time to bring out those fresh looks, all of that good stuff. And what a better time and a better place than Easter? And what a better time and what better products to use than our Luminous airbrushing. And so I think I've got some new things, new techniques, new products, not new products, but used new products that you guys are used to show you a little bit of a different look. So it's very interesting. Heather was talking about her summer looks on Monday. And Heather's complexion is very different from mine. She's darker haired. She's got that bronzy look going. She's got all of the big eyes and all of that good stuff. And so I thought, let's do a fresh summer look for maybe someone. Hey, good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Andrea. Let's do a summer look for someone of age and maybe hooded eyes. You see, I have hooded eyes a little bit. And what is a fresh look that is going to look great? Look very summery and light, but still polished, put together, and work with fair skin. It'll work with darker tones, but I don't lean into tanning. So Heather goes out and goes on her vacays and comes back all bronze goddess. Good morning, Veronica. And I come back red looking like a lobster. So I don't lean into tanning. When I tan, I just look dirty. And so my makeup and my summer looks are going to be a little bit different than Heather's, but that's the fun thing about airbrushing. It's very, very customizable. You can do a whole lot of different looks. Okay. So I know that she always goes over the basics. So let's go over some of those basics right now. The basics of, four finger widths away when you airbrush. Here's the starter kit. You can take a look. That is the starter kit that comes in. You get 2 foundations. You get Love and a blush. And I know that she went over the spray foundation, which, by the way, I love, love, love. It's one of my favorite foundations that they have. And so the basics, whenever we start to remember, is that we are going to start circular and 4 finger widths away. And we are going to go in passes. Okay. And so if you're new here and you need help getting your basics down, go to Luminess Live, the group. You have a live, I'm there every day, Monday through Friday till 5 p.m. to answer your questions. There's some great tutorials there to help you get started. We have beauty experts on the phone that you can call and they can help. And so do that. But let's get started on this look because I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to make it happen. Okay, if you have a comment, if you have a question, post it in the comment area and I'll help. Okay, so here's my theory on fresh summer looks. As a disclaimer, I do have traditional concealer already on a little bit. I have very, very dark circles under my eyes normally and naturally. And so I always prep and I have a concealer that is a traditional foundation or traditional makeup concealer that I prefer. And that's the great thing about Luminous airbrushing is that we can mix our preferences with airbrushing and traditional. I know a lot of airbrushing foundations, a lot of airbrushing brands, you can't mix them. And for me, that's a don't squash my creativity. So that's my disclaimer is I do have a little bit of concealer on prior because that is my preference and that is what I did. But that I'm going to build on that. That's all I have. So my theory is less is more and more means less. Okay, so here it is. Less makeup helps your skin look more radiant. And the more you take care of your skin, the less makeup you need. And so I know it's kind of a tongue twister and kind of backwards, but the more you care for the skin, the less you're going to need to put on it. And so that is what we're going to do for our summer look. We're going to do more for the skin prepping and less coverage. That whole era of let's erase our face and put a new one on is gone, my friends. It's time to let the skin and the beauty and who you are be enhanced and come out. And of course, as we get older, less is more. And more skincare means less. So the first thing I am going to do today, if you have not checked it out, I'm going to prep my skin with Boost It. If you have not checked out our Boost It as far as the primer goes, it is a great, great primer. Check it out. It gives a luminosity to the skin. And so that's the first thing I am going to put in my system is the Boost It primer. And I am going to just put that all over because what I want to do is I want to have a fresh primed look, but I want to add a little bit of luminosity. I don't want it to be super matte. I want it to show my skin through. I want there to be a little bit of a glow. Now, I don't want to look like I am like stopping runway lights here and there and everywhere. I don't want to be a disco ball and glowing, but I want a little bit of luminosity to my skin. And because this is a primer, I'm just putting it all over. And there's no rhyme or reason to it, honestly. And this is going to be a really quick makeup look, y'all, because again, more skincare, less makeup look. And so that right there just added a little bit of a glow to my skin. And so now I'm going to build from color out. I know Heather talks about this a lot as a beginner, but I really like the idea of it. And so I'm actually going to do my blush now. And going along with the Luminosity Fresh Look, I'm going to use Rose Blush, okay? And I am going to mix it with Love. I'm telling y'all, I know Heather goes with Glow a lot. That is one of her favorites. One of my favorites is Love. And so I use Love a lot. And so I'm going to put about 3 drops of glow or 3 drops of my blush in there. And I know she says 2, but I'm going to use this as an eyeshadow as well as a blush. And then I'm going to put a couple of drops of Love in there because I want that luminosity. And with that, a little bit of that. And then I'm going to just back bubble to mix it. You can see it mixing. Okay. I'm going to use this as my blush and my eyeshadow. Now remember, hold on our high pigments, our blushes, they bloom. So a little dab will do you. Okay. And so when you start to do that, make sure that you go lightly and then let it bloom. Okay. So I'm going to start my movement. Remember, 4-finger whisks away. I'm going to start my movement right here on my blush. Starting in the back, moving forward. Now I'm going to let that bloom just a little bit. Now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. Because I have hooded eyes, I tend to just cover the lid all the way and let it naturally blend up onto my eye bed up here. And this is really easy and really a pretty look. So we're going to let that bloom a little bit, go back to our little blush a little bit more, see what that does. And remember, this is a very simple, very easy look, not anything too major, not anything too crazy. We're just going with a fresh look. So while I am doing that, I'm going to go ahead and push the rest of that out because I don't necessarily want that on my face, that coloring. And so I'm going to give that a second. Let me grab my water bottle. What plans do you guys have for Easter? Anybody have Easter egg hunts planned? Where we're at, it is supposed to rain. And so I'm going, okay, no rain for Easter, no rain for Easter. Who has Easter plans? Are y'all going and doing Easter egg hunts? You having people over? Are we having Easter dinner, lunch with the family? Maybe this is a fresh look you can try and see what everybody thinks for that. I think I'll wear it. I like it. See, pretty. Alrighty, I did a quick little run through to take that color out. And now I am going to foundations. I am going to use the Rose 20. I am going to just do a couple of drops of the Rose 20 in there. A couple of drops. And guess what I'm adding to it? Because I do really want that luminosity and really love that luminosity. I am adding I'm adding 3 drops of love to my foundation. So I added love to my blush, and now I'm adding it to my foundation because it does give a really pretty sheen that I like. It just adds that little satin look to the foundation, and I just like that. It's a perfect. So I added love and did it as an eyeshadow with the blush. I added love, did it as a blush here. And like it with the rose. Okay, so now I've got eyeshadow on. Now I've got blush on. So now I'm going to do a couple of passes with my foundation. Your grandkids live away from us, so no egg hunting. Oh, I hear you. I don't have grandchildren just yet. I'm waiting on it, but no rush. We have Easter egg hunts in our community, and so we will be going and enjoying and helping volunteering with that. Again, this is the rose with a little bit of love in it to give that little bit of luminosity that I am wanting. I want a little bit of glow on my skin without a whole lot of coverage. A little bit of coverage, but a little bit of glow too. As you can see, there's a little bit of a reflective tone. Hit some of those little spots that I want a little bit of extra coverage on. Come under the eyes. And voila. So now one of the things that I'm going to do is just show you an easy way to get a full eyeshadow. And that's it. I'm done. I think I did 3 or 4 passes and there's still a little bit in the well. So I extended that just a bit. So one of the things that I am also going to do is pull out and do what I call a cleanup. I have a little bit of a brush here. I'm going to go under my eye. It's got just my leftover concealer on. And I am just going to do what they call a cleanup. That means I'm going to take any of this eyeshadow that maybe fell down just a little bit, and I am just going to clean it up. And that gives a little bit of an up look to that eyeshadow. Cleans it up just a hair on that. Okay. You like the way I use the blush as eyeshadow? Me too. That's very simple, and I like simple, and I like to be able to use what's in my well and make it happen. Oh, so Peggy, you are hiding eggs with your grandkids. Yay. And oh, no fights. That is so good. That's smart. We're going to have to remember that one to color code the eggs. Okay, so I'm going to get the biggest bang for my buck. I have good lashes, and if you don't have good lashes, there's a way to kind of fake that lash line, and I'm fixing to show you how. So this is our liquid liner. It is the Precision Tip liquid liner persuasion eyeliner, and I am going to show you how to fake it without wearing a lot of liquid liner. Here's the great thing about this one. I'm not a fan of liquid liner on older ladies unless you really know how to work it, because it's harsh and it can really age you and really just kind of make you look hard and trying too hard. So if you don't have a great lash line as we get a little older, they thin out. They don't do it, they did when we were 20. And so this is how you fake it. One of my beauty experts has no lashes, and she can do this and never have to wear mascara because this gives the illusion of a great lash line. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to do it on the upper waterline. Okay, so I'm just going to press it into my lash line on the upper waterline underneath my lashes. And because it's liquid and a little bit firmer, It's just a press. I don't have to have a great, I don't have to have I don't have to be able to do the whole wing. All I did was darken that lash line. Can you see the difference? How it made the lashes come out? And you'll be able to see it. I'm going to do one with it and one without it. And once I put, you put it under your eyeshadow. Yeah, and it does make it a softer appearance. You're right, Peggy. Under the eyeshadow does, but if you don't have a lot of lid, and you don't want to use your lid space, because see, I have hooded eyes. Whenever I rest them, I don't have hardly any space. And so I do it under that lash line right in here. And I just pull it up right here at the edge. And that is my fake wing. And it's all under that line. And so that is my trick for the liquid liner to thicken the lashes to where they look a little thicker. So this one has the liner on it and this one does not. So when I put my mascara on, you will be able to see the difference in that. Another trick that I'm going to show you is I just have a brush right here, and I am just going to come in here. It's got a little bit of leftover light eyeshadow on, and I'm going to pop that up on that brow bone. And then I'm going to take, yeah, y'all are going to have to, y'all are going to love this. I'm going to take my Love, and I am going to put one drop on the tip of this little bitty brush right here. And I'm going to pop that on my inner corner to give a little bit of a highlight and open it up. Did you know you could do that? Did you know that you can use these without being airbrush, and it will act as though it's like a liquid shadow and give a little bit more of a brightness and an intensity in the places that you want? Yes, that's what I did. I did that little bit of extra highlight in that inner corner to give that openness and drama. Okay, so now mascara. I do not have any more of my Luminess mascara. It's one of my favorites. So y'all are getting just my regular store brand. So let's put on some mascara. Now, if you have fake lashes, I would say use some lighter, wispier ones for this. That will give you a very fresh look, a little bit more natural look. If you have overly dramatic, heavy lashes, that does not lean into fresh. That leans into, a little bit more of a dramatic look, a little bit more of a heavier drama look. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with drama. I have pink hair. I'm a girl that likes drama, but this is a little bit more of a lighter, fresher look that is polished. Okay, so liner, mascara only on top. I didn't do mascara on bottom. If I do mascara on the bottom of my eyes, I look like I have little spiders crawling out, so I don't do it on the bottom. I know Heather does, but I do not. Now this one, I did not put the liner on. Remember, we're doing one with and without the liner, so I can show you how well that liquid liner works to give a little bit more of a darker, thicker mascara or lash line appearance. And so here we go. Okay. Can you tell the difference? It is subtle. Let me see if I need to. Hold on just a second. There, we turn the lights up just a hair. So this one has the liner on and this one does not. So the other thing I am going to do is, because I like that little bit of a softer, I'm going to take my eyeshadow and my little brush, and I'm just going to do eyeshadow as my bottom liner. Just in that corner. I do not bring it past here, because what happens is when you use your brush, it automatically just kind of smudges over. And what I want to do is I want to ground that outer corner of my eye so that you get the fullness and the shape of it. Okay, so liner on top and the upper waterline, and a little bit of purple. Yes, that was purple shadow because I have green eyes, so I use purple shadow on the bottom. No liner at all. And look, neither look is bad. Neither look is wrong. It's just a matter of, what do you prefer? Do you prefer a little bit more of a more emphasis on the eyes, or do you want it a little bit more natural, fresher, less? Either one is good. It is a fresh look. If I were going out to an event, I'd probably go with this one. If I'm going out with my family or just running errands, I probably would go with this because I wouldn't put on any liner. I just slap it on, call it good. 5 minutes at the same time, huh? And because we're going with a little bit more of a fresher look, I'm going to use a gloss. And yes, women over 30 can use a gloss. And yes, it's perfectly okay. And yes, your liner will help it from bleeding. If you have a problem or a challenge with your liner bleeding or with your lip gloss bleeding, just do the liner to emphasize the shape of your lip and then gloss it right here in the middle. That's it. I don't have an issue with bleeds. It's not a challenge I face. Some people do. A lot of people do. I do not. But if you're wanting a fresh summer look, it doesn't have to be hard. That was a 20-minute look, and that's with me talking to you, explaining it. In all honesty, you can do that in 5 minutes. So let me know how you like the fresh look. Again, I used 3 products. I used 4 products. I apologize. I used 4 products. I used the Boost It primer. I used the Rose foundation, and I added Love to that. And then I also used the Rose color for my eyeshadow and blush and added Love to that. That was the look. That's the freshness of it. All righty. That is our Wake Up and Airbrush for today. Remember, guys, I am here Monday through Friday on the Luminess Live page. So if you have any questions that you want, there's always tutorials playing over there to help answer questions, to help problem solve, to help do that. You can ask it in there, not on this page. This is Heather's page. She just let me come out to play today. At the Luminess Live group, that is where I live. That's where I'm at to help. Also, y'all, Heather has small group classes on Mondays and Wednesdays. Check out her small group class. If you are new, you need that class. It's free. She can help color match you. If you're not new and you want to create a new and a different look, sign up for the class. You can find the quick click link in the description of this live. You can find it over at Luminess Live. You can find it on the website. Go sign up for that class. It is a great class. Heather's so much fun, and you will be glad you did. Also, remember, if you have any questions or any problems or any challenges, we have beauty experts available just for you on the phone. And all you have to do is give them a call. They can answer your questions. They can help you problem solve, and they can take the fear and the frustration out of your airbrushing journey and help you put the fun back in. All righty, I will see you next time.